I am Eon, and it's been a little bit since I was able to get out the monthly review, but I want to do a Kickstarter look real quick. That looks interesting. So let's just pull out a few of the more interesting 3D printing things that you may be interested in checking out. I had a creator for some Halloween lamps. That looks interesting, and some 3D printable dice towers. Pay what you want. So there's always all sorts of things here to look at when you do 3D printing. There's no way I can cover all of them by any means. But I wanted to come on here and look at a few of these really quickly. That's always a good one to check out, as well as Saucerman Studios. And I just wanted to, but I had a creator reach out to me, and it was kind of a generic email there. Sorry, there's a spider that keeps triggering my security camera, and I guess he thinks it is a great spot, and my camera thinks it's a person, but it's not. So just wanted to pull out a few Kickstarters to look at. Cyberpunk, I did want to look at the Cyberpunk Legacy one again. And the Snapmaker, only 7 days left on that. It's a pretty promising FDM printer if you need another FDM printer in your life. Fantastic Plants and Rocks has been a good one in the past too. Let's be sure to check that one out. And Sync Ratio usually does pretty good stuff too. So, Folksheim. Yeah, just picking out a few different things. Oh, there's Hardwitch Games. Let's check out their Kickstarter as well. And yeah, just wanted to pick out a few different ones. And you know what? That's actually the Kickstarter that reached out to me as well. So let's get ready to move through this because there's so much here. There's Avatars of War. They're a tribe that we follow pretty frequently. And you can see here probably some that you're like, why aren't you clicking on that one? And it's just because I don't want to make this video very long. I was going to try to do some other stuff. My day job keeps me extremely busy right now. And it is, Low Level Encounter by Crippled God Foundry. We'll pull that one up real quick too. So there's, yeah, just a lot of stuff going on. And those are late pledges active. Yeah, so we're starting to get into the late pledges area. So anyway, what I wanted to point out really quick was Forgeborn Clan Volume 2 Fantasy World. And this is by Apache Studio. So I got like kind of a generic email. In fact, it reads very much like this right here. My name is Mario Siles, and through my, not me, I'm just reading here, of course. And through my brand Apache Studio, I've brought several successful 3D miniature projects to life here on Kickstarter. Each campaign's been a step forward. So the early bird is already gone for that. I already looked. But there is a second early bird that you can do as well for personal use, around 33 US dollars. And standard is about 38. Now, so these are dwarves, and I'm always interested when I see dwarves. Oh, you can download a free sample. So definitely might be worth checking out for the free sample, if nothing else. Dragon weapons and configurations that you can put the dwarves in. And yeah, different weapon options, lots of different hammerers versus axe holders, banners, and you can put these together. Beast slayers, so various sorts of those. Bolt throwers, so if they've got some heavy weapons. Reckoner is a catapult with the goat heads. Rune keeper, pretty full dwarven army then it looks like. My only question here, and there's a lot of things here, stretch goals that can be unlocked, is it through my mini factory? They will be a late pledge as well, and they will be through there. So definitely worth picking out. I'll try to put the link below. Let's look really quickly at a few others because I don't want to spend a lot of time on this because I want to make this informal and informative. The two informs, right? So Modular Fantasy Town Tavern, 3D printable STL files number 2. Always like a good town village. This is about 23 US dollars at the moment. It is still in a second early bird that you can gather for this. Pretty nice looking models. Ooh, and exchangeable signs. And comes with a short adventure as well. That's cool. Halloween is coming up a lot sooner than we think. Just a little bit over about 5-6 weeks. Maybe not, I don't even think 6 weeks now. $1 Halloween lamps that you can buy. So typical jack-o'-lantern, terror tree, monster hat, a witch hut that looks like a witch's hat, pumpkin house. Thought they misspelled pumpkin for a second there. Wizard house, and you can get the pumpkin lamp for $1, or you can get everything for $4. That's not a bad deal if you find any of these interesting. Norse Gods 3D printable dice towers. I have not seen this one, and I was actually interested in this. I may pick this out myself. $18 for all of them. $1 for just a random dice tower, and then commercial for 46 if you want to. There was an early bird of $13 that I have missed, but this is pretty cool actually. I have some friends that used to do a lot with Vikings, and I would like to print them a dice tower, and this may be the ticket here. Stylized Japanese Architecture Part 4. $1,200 raised. Wow. So we have this standard set's $29. There's a commercial level as well if you would like. So there's house 1. And these are, what's the word I'm looking for? You can take them apart. Explodable is what I want to use, but I don't mean like in a damaging way. Like you can take them apart and play with the interiors as well. So pretty stylized figures here. Or models, I guess is the better word. And yeah, if you have any interest in Japanese style architecture, definitely check these out. Pay What You Want Medieval RPG Town Set 17. I don't think I've backed all of these, but I have backed quite a few of them by 3DP4U. Usually $1 for Pay What You Want, but all in $18 gives you all 3 buildings. So this time you get a bell tower. You get a strawberry field adobe. So I guess you're supposed to paint the roof strawberry color. And it comes with 2 levels and a roof, and a spire roof house, which is always kind of whimsical in its manner as well. And there's some optional stretch goals that come with this too. Saucerman Studios has done Texture and Practice Palettes Volume 1 and 2. Just a little bit over a week of these left. So these you are able to practice your dry brushing, your painting techniques, and just kind of check out different things to see what you like for this. So a little on the pricey side in my opinion, but there is an Essentials tier at $14. If you want all of Volume 2, that's going to cost you $41, $44 for Volume 1, and you can get it all for $66. I think there were some early birds that are no longer available, but you get lots of different practice palettes here, as well as some holding racks to hold your palettes for you. So there you can see all of the different palettes that you can get with this set, as well as some bonuses. Century House, the oldest house in South Pasadena. 31 hours to go. This one's almost done. Illustralia. I believe this was their second chance at this place. I think they had a Kickstarter and they had to cancel it because it was too close to the original work. And maybe someone else I'm thinking of there. But that's what they have here. Cyberpunk Legacy Wasteland. This is by the Miniature Underground. The tiers here is about 27 US. So, and then there's a commercial tier for about 50. So if you need some more Cyberpunk, ruined Cyberpunk at that, there's a lot to unpack here. The signage really makes these unique. Gotta love the fact they all have the AC units as well. Fantastic Plants and Rocks, Volume 4. I saw this come across, but I haven't had a chance to look. So about 17 US dollars. You get the core set Early Bird. That's still available right now. And you get all these amazing plants, and I guess I wouldn't think those are plants, those are just buildings. But they have lots of detail for these and very unique plants for various alien worlds. This could be some sort of alternate dimension if you're more fantasy based, or it could be under the water as well, ancient sci fi columns. Where legends fall, the Crypt of Necronius we see here. This is the all-in pledge of $3. So you have basically this zombie brontosaurus or apatosaurus, some shambling zombies, tribal goblins, T-top racers, version 1, 2, 3, and 4, Necrotosaurus Rex, 4 versions of that. So you get all of that for $3. If you so wish, you could sell them, print them yourself at a little bit more. Folksheim, I hadn't seen this. I'm always interested in, personally, in towns and things like that. Sorry about the beep there. This one's only their 3rd Kickstarter, Town Crier, Milkmaid. All in is around $24. But just your typical kind of townsfolk that you would see in kind of I don't know, what would you say, like an Edwardian London, maybe? Not exactly sure what the time period to say here would be. I'm thinking like a Charles Dickens style fantasy as well. A few different things that could go there. You got some circus folks and like people you'd see at a carnival. Yeah, lots of things to look at there. Magarid Forest 2. This is by Hardwitch Games, and the early bird is still there for $9. And these come in at a few different tiers. So the personal here is 4 highly detailed figurines, bonus Cthulhu model. So you get all these different models here, as well as the Cthulhu model. Again, these are just highly detailed models. The problem I have with this is I know I could never paint them to the level that they've already done here. So I would always be slightly disappointed with these, but not a bad price. Here's Irongrin's Unbreakables, Iron Orcs by Avatars of War. So Avatar of War has these for, what is that, $10? That's not bad at all. And so here's a whole regiment of Iron Orcs. These are, of course, fantasy-based. And I would say a pretty typical orky style that you could get a hold to as well. And then finally, low-level encounters, STL, and physical tabletop role-playing miniatures. This is by Crippled God Foundry, and their low level is about $42. Advanced low level is around $71. So this is kind of in the vein of low-level encounters, which they do, but you also get a lot of other models. So here's your starter pack with just kind of a catch-all sort of critters, mostly kind of small critters. I don't know, a giant mosquito is pretty terrifying, but that you would deal with different things. And then there's some little adventurers, which is a Kickstarter exclusive set. And then for the advanced pack, you get some models that may or may not already been released from their low-level encounters campaigns. I believe these are, actually. So if you've missed out on the low-level encounters tribe or Patreon, it might just be a tribe, I'm not sure offhand, but those are definitely worth checking out, and they have a bunch of free samples you can check out too as well. Well, folks, hopefully I'll be back to you within the week. There's not enough hours in the day to get everything done, and hopefully we'll update with September and hopefully get a look at October before October gets here, which is next Wednesday at this rate. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.